guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today, I am building a starter home in the world of Brindleton Bay for, 2 to 4 roommates. There are 2 bedrooms in this house, but each has a double bed, so you could technically have up to 4 Sims in this house, and it is a starter budget that is for 1 Sim. So this comes in at under 20,000 simoleons at 19,952, including the lot value. And I think it's just a simple starter home. I did not limit my pack usage in this build, however, but I do have a limited pack build that I'm going to be sharing sometime later this week. So be on the lookout for that. But I was just really in the mood to do a starter home. I get asked to do them a lot because a lot of you guys don't like using money cheats, which I totally understand, even though I've been using Motherload since the moment I've realized I could, or in this case now, like money and then a bunch of 9s. But this is pretty much what the outside is going to look like. It's a very simple shape. I wanted it to be just kind of a cozy home that made sense to be here in Brindleton Bay that, has a couple of bedrooms and would work really well for roommates, or it could just work as a small family home as well. Whatever you guys would like to use it as. It is on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi, which is my origin ID, and I will have all of that linked down below as well. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing really well. I know we're still in a really weird time with everything going on in the world, but I hope you guys are all right and spending some time just trying to decompress, and hopefully my videos can bring that a little bit for you guys. I know for myself, making content is a great distraction from everything. The one thing I can't seem to get away from right now though is it's allergy season, and before this year I never had allergies. Oh, but I have allergies this year and they are bad. Like if I sound any kind of different, that is most likely why, because every morning when I wake up I am super stuffed up and have ridiculous sneezing fits for probably an hour or so. And the only thing that can calm them down is taking medicine. So that's been going on for months now. So, that's fun. Does anyone else have allergies and relate to this? Have you had them your whole life? Did they randomly develop like mine did? When I was younger, my sister had allergies and my grandma had allergies. And I was like, well, I'm glad I don't. Well, I feel like that bit me in the butt, to be honest. But I'm curious if that's something a lot of you guys deal with. I know it's fairly common, but it just kind of sucks developing later in life. So, oh well. I guess that was just a random little life update, not the most positive one, but it's what's going on right now, and it's not that big of a deal. It's just something I'm getting used to. But hopefully you guys are having some more positive experiences like right now. Let me know what you guys have been up to, any fun games you've been playing, any good books you've been reading, movies. Oh, I would love like movie and Netflix suggestions, honestly. Let me know what you guys have been up to. That would be awesome. But I'm working on some landscaping now. I think all of the landscaping on this lot is from debug and show live edit objects, so that way it would be free and wouldn't impact the cost of this lot, since we're trying to keep it into a starter home budget. And honestly, I love using debug plants. I probably use them more often than the regular plants in game anyway, so that was fun for me. Landscaping is one of my favorite things. I love landscaping and I love roofing, which I think is really interesting that so many others find those to be the most challenging, and I guess they are challenging. That's probably why I really like them, but I have so much fun trying to figure out what was gonna look best. I probably place things and move them ever so slightly way too many times, try roofing in so many different ways, and it's definitely a process, but I find it very enjoyable. But anyway, I'm placing down some of these show live edit objects rocks to kind of create a pathway to the back of the house. And then I'll be using some of these fences to frame in kind of a little deck area. I'm not really sure what it is. I was just having fun experimenting with what we had, and I had to move everything over to make it fit the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I figured it out in the end using these really cute rock walls that are from show live edit objects. And I think in here there just ends up eventually being a table and chairs. And I think that's it. At first I put some planters down in here though. I just ended up moving them to a different location because I thought this would be better for a place to sit and eat. yeah, the planters end up over there. And then there's one thing I added to this house out back that I ended up removing, and that actually happens a couple different times as I was watching the budget for the home and trying to make sure it had everything that I really wanted it to have, is I do add a barbecue out back, but I end up getting rid of it in the end because it costs too much, and it was one of the cheaper ones. It wasn't the cheapest one though, because I think the cheapest one is like the barrel one that came with Jungle Adventure. Obviously we haven't even placed it yet, but I think we're about to gonna grab some, like a mailbox and a trash can, and I put the trash can out back. So I think I'm about to make the back patio type area. It's very simple. It's just some terrain paint of this slab of concrete. I put the barbecue back there, and it's gonna go away later on, but for right now it's out there, and it's something you could definitely add back. But I put something else in this starter home, which I never have in starter homes, that I thought was much more important than a barbecue out back. And that was, there's a laptop in this house, which I thought was really exciting. So you'll see me add that in a little while, but this is going to be the living room. The floor plan came together way earlier, and it's a very simple place. I have, minimal furnishing to an extent. I do have 2 couches in the living space to make it look like an L shape, because I was trying to make everything look nice while also being relatively cheap. Oh man, do allergies suck. Oh my goodness. But we're working on the kitchen space. Now I do use this table and chair set, which I believe are both from City Living. I really like that table and those chairs. I don't usually put them together, but I thought they worked really well here. And then I also added the new ceiling light that came with Eco Lifestyle. And then back into the living space here, there's a little TV stand. I sized up the smallest flat screen in the game. Have this little table from University and one of the new lights that can be fabricated with Eco Lifestyle. And just trying to decorate the space a little bit more to give it a tad bit more personality. Like I said, everything's pretty simple in here, but I like to add some decoration when possible. I didn't want to make it cluttered, so I didn't use a ton of debug items or anything on the interior. I just tried to make it kind of tastefully decorated with the minimal amount of money that was available. So hopefully you guys like it and are okay with that. I definitely sometimes go wild with debug, but I don't think this was one of those homes, at least not on the interior. I had a lot of fun with the plants outside though. But just getting some shades here in the kitchen. I can't remember if I kept those ones or if I switched them out for something else. I did. Yeah, it's all like, okay, I placed this down. Oh wait, this option is cheaper. Let me switch that. And just adding some cute decorations around as we could afford them. And a little towel next to the sink. Oh, these decorations from Eco Lifestyle are so cute, and they're actually really cheap as well. There's a lot of, most of the furniture in that game is relatively cheap. The bed is very expensive, like the nice new double bed, but these dumpster beds, weren't they're like ridiculously cheap. I don't remember exactly how much. You might be able to see it on the screen, but they're a little beat up, but they are so cheap. How could I not use them? They look really cute too. If you ignore the little scratches on the sides, especially the more teal one I have placed down, I think it's so pretty. I just placed down some bedside tables, but I'm pretty sure I delete some of them. I think at least one of the bedrooms only ends up with one bedside table. It might even be both of them. I just know I switched stuff out to save money, and then I used these rugs from Get Famous, I want to say, because they match the rooms pretty well. I do switch out the red one, or well, I keep it in that room, but I change the swatch of it a little bit later because I just felt like it didn't match the way I wanted it to. It definitely does go together. It just wasn't what I wanted, I guess. But looking at it now, I don't mind it. And then there was this artwork from University, I believe, that was 0 simoleons. So I used that in one of the bedrooms, and then I used these cheap blueprints in the other one just to have some decorations on the wall. I was trying to, make it not look just like bare, because I easily could have with how I decorated the living space and the kitchen area. I didn't have a whole lot of money left to work with when it came to the bedroom. So I was like, okay, what are my cheapest options? What can I do to make this look nice? So they both have accent walls as well to kind of, differentiate the space and just a little bit of clutter. I don't remember what things that I place down that I keep and which things that I take away, but I do kind of change it up because I wanted to get dressers in both rooms as well, and there was definitely not enough money to do that at this point. But I end up having the eco lifestyle dresser in the darker blue room, and then the teal room has the one from university. And here I am trying to switch out these bedside tables to find something cheaper, and it ended up working out in the end. And then the last thing I end up doing later on is, of course, deleting that grill out back. But I don't think I'd realized that yet. Since I get a lot of questions about it, I thought I'd mention this red block on screen that you see me kind of throwing around and putting items on. It is a piece of custom content. I use it quite often in my builds. It allows you to place things at more precise levels, and I have a link down below in the description on where you can download it. And I also have a tutorial on the channel in my tutorials playlist that fully explains how to use it, why you might want to use it, all of that, in case you're interested. But here we are in the bathroom. It's really simple. It's clean. It's white. I didn't want it to be anything all over the place and super colorful and intricate. We didn't have a lot of money to work with anyway. And since I was keeping this place pretty generic, so you could, you know, form it to whatever family or whatever roommates you were thinking were going to live here, I didn't want to inject too much personality into all of the rooms. So it's just a very like nice starter home. You take it and you customize it to your will. And we finally deleted the barbecue out back and added some chairs. Although I think I got rid of those too and put a bench. Pretty sure that's what I did. But back outside working on some more landscaping because I can't get enough of it. I wanted to add some more things. So we added some more things. I don't really remember how many though. I definitely was enjoying these blue flowers though. And I had some fun with some things that I didn't realize came in the swatches they did when it came to show live edit objects. So in a little while, we're going to be grabbing, when do I grab it? I'm not sure, but it's like the little lavender bushes. I didn't realize they came in yellow and they look so pretty. So I'm going to be grabbing those here shortly and decorating the house with like little yellow pops outside. Yeah, these ones. There they are. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I was so excited by this discovery, but I just thought they were so pretty. Discovering things that you didn't realize had swatches is really exciting in The Sims. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I was very happy about it because it gives me more variety when I'm landscaping. But just adding some more bushes and stuff, trying to make this place look like it was nestled into all of these trees. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we'll be doing for the remainder of this build, is finishing up some landscaping, getting some terrain paint, some extra bushes. I also added some bikes outside. I thought it'd be a nice way for your Sims to get around, since it's really the only way on land to get around right now. Cars, please. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, could you please give this video a big thumbs up? It would help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'd love to have you join us. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody.